Very quickly, we are going to go around the room and we are going to give our 30-second introduction. No pitching, just no selling. We want your 30-second best introduction. We really want to practice on getting that introduction out. What we may call the elevator pitch. It's what is the most important thing to know about DAR. All right, we will start with, let's see, who looks ready? Who looks ready? I think we will start with Abby and then go to Kelly. We're going to start with Abby and then go to Kelly.
Very much. Greatly appreciate this opportunity to go first. I am Abby Bassey-Cripps, your computer angel, flying in from tech heaven to give you relief from your computer issues and give you more safety. What would happen if your computer crashed right now? It wouldn't be pleasant, and it's my pleasure to turn that around and give you more relieve you from your computer stress and give you more productivity, ease, and joy back in your life.
Perfect, Abby. Perfect. My goodness, that is getting so much better. And I see you have changed a few things around. Please make sure, again, Abby, that you have all your information into the chat. And then we're going to go to Kelly and then Heather.
Hi, everybody. My name's Kelly Doran. I'm from Oshawa, Ontario, Canada. And what I do is I guide people through a dynamic affiliate program focused on personal growth and financial education.
Wow, Kelly, that is amazing. That is amazing. I love it. I love it. All right. We are going to go to Heather and then we will go to Dar.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Heather Halverson from Halifax, Nova Scotia. And I'm with Just Different with Heather, so it's easy to remember. As a lifestyle strategist, I help equip women to be confident, bring hope and healing, and help you make money while you're doing things you love.
Beautiful, beautiful, Heather. Let's make sure that we continue to make sure. How do we want to reach you into the chat? Nadia, I have your link to get your background into the chat now. We are going to go to Dar and then we will go to Grace.
My name is Dar Bassey-Cripps, your favorite multi-mixed media collage artist, Canadian born in Ontario raised. I specialize in designing unique custom greeting cards that you won't find in any big box store or dollar store. And if this sounds like anything you want, just visit my website, which is in the chat. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Next. Who is next? Go ahead.
Did you say I was next then? Yes. After Dar?
Yes. Grace. And then we're going to go to Margaret.
Yes. I am also born and raised in Ontario, Canada, and I live in Whitby, Ontario, which is very close to Oshawa, just east of Toronto. And what I do is help you change your coffee and change your life because I have a superfood infused coffee. So that's what I also do. Also, there are many other things, but that's it. I think I'm a mom and a wife, and I can also talk about relationships and whatever you want. I've lived a few years.
LaDonna, you're muted.
I was talking to the air. So the favorite thing I like if you ever get a chance to go anywhere where Grace is talking about the Bible, she truly loves to communicate with the Bible. She will take her essential oils and create it around the Bible. And I love that talk when you did it, Grace. You need to do that more often. Very nice. Thank you, Grace. Make sure your information is in the chat. Let's go to Margaret, and then we will go to Tamra.
Hi, my name is Margaret Thorli. I am the CEO of Hope and Restoration, which is a non-profitable organization. And I'm based in the UK, which is amazing and wonderful. And also I'm an event host as well.
Very nice, very nice. Next.
Hi, guys. I'm Tamara Patrick, the founder of Just For You Life Brigade Life Coaching for Restarting You. This is a program designed specifically for women over 50 feeling lost and unsure after a major life event. I will rediscover your purpose, help you reignite your motivation, and give you clarity and direction so that you can start thriving in your life again.
Very nice, Tamara. It gets better each and every time. Thank you so much. Heather, I have the link for you and Anita into the chat for your backgrounds. Thank you so much. Let's go to Dr. Joy.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Joy, and I am a brain and behavior specialist who helps people who are frustrated and struggling in any area of their life to shift their molecules and have the life that they love. So if you are ready to really take on your life, really take on your life, then you need to come see me. Again, I'm Dr. Joy. Thank you so much, LaDonna, for this opportunity.
Awesome. Let's go on to, let's see, who have we not got? Nadia, come on down.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Nadia. I am your event planner that flip over and back to make the stress out of your events. I will be able to give you the peace of mind that you needed during your events. Thank you.
Very nice, Nadia. Please make sure that you get everything put into the chat. Your intro is getting better every time I hear it, Nadia. Thank you. Next, we will go to Anita and then Angela.
Hi, I'm Anita Varier. I have laryngitis today, so please bear with me. My business is the Healing Strategist. I have pivoted since I talked to y'all last. I help people who have received a life-changing diagnosis to move through the shock and overwhelm of that diagnosis and into a life of peace and joy through my coaching and other ways to activate their healing.
Beautiful, beautiful. Anita, sorry that you're not feeling well. So sorry about that. Angela, I do have your background into the chat. Also, Dr. Pat, I have one for you with the newer one. And then I think we are going... I'm sorry?
I don't see mine in here, LaDonna.
I don't know. I don't see mine either, LaDonna.
Okay, let me look here. All right, here's yours, Heather. I'll look for yours, Dr. Joy. And Angela, do you see yours in the chat? Okay. All right. Who hasn't introduced themselves? All right. So Angela is the last. Angela and then Dr. Pat, if she's available. Go ahead, Angela.
All right. So good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Mistress Angela. I am your intimacy and guru, your how to find your mojo. I work with people over 50 to help them find their love and their passion in life with their intimate relationship. Glad to be here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Patricia Rogers, visibility strategist. And of course, I set a platform for entrepreneurs to speak, promote their products and services, increase their leads so that they can get new clients. And I'm still in bed, ladies. So y'all forgive me for not being on camera, but I'm definitely not up this time of morning. And I'm here to support Margaret. Couldn't miss this opportunity because this is what coaches do. We sacrifice our time to support one another. So thank you, LaDonna, for setting this platform and stretching myself.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pat. Beautiful. And Dr. Pat definitely does support the people that she thinks needs supported for sure that she respects. So thank you, Dr. Pat, for sharing your time with us. All right, Angela, you had Throwback Thursday up. You should have coffee time up. Okay, did I not?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one you sent me.
Okay, I'll get that fixed. Dar, I sent you your new link for your background. And let's see, Anita, did I send yours yet? I will work on that. So, all right, and Dr. Joy. Okay, so Abby.
Yes, thank you. I just want to make sure everybody knows. Zoom just did a recent major update. So to make sure your Zoom works properly, make sure you get that download. It's not an update from your update process. It's going to the website, zoom.us, and get the fresh download. I don't normally do this, but being it's such a major update, I thought I'd better make sure everybody knows.
Okay, all right. I'm so glad that we have Abby on our platform. She does keep us updated on changes and secured. And I'm telling you, it has saved me many times. All right, everyone. With that said, I am going to go ahead and open the floor for Margaret for the next 25-ish minutes so she can speak to us about being ready for that next relationship. Now, she's going to talk about dating, but so many ways that she talks about dating we can utilize for our personal and our business lives because it's about relationship building. So, Margaret, the floor is yours for the next 25-ish minutes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Latona, for having me in this meeting. And thank you so much for all of you here. It's lovely meeting you. I'm very, very passionate about love, connection. But let me take you on a journey. Imagine that you've been in a relationship for about 5 years. You got 2 kids. And then all of a sudden, within that 5 years journey, you realize, actually, we haven't got anything in common. Because both of you run an incredible business, but you're both too busy about your business that you find out when you both lost your business, actually, you had nothing in common. There was nothing you could actually talk about. You realize that you need to discover who you are. You say, right, I'm going to walk away from here. It's not serving me, it's not working for me, and he's not supporting me. You walk away from a 5-year relationship. You started a complete new journey, went back to college, retrained, went and got a job because you lost your business that you've always known. And through that journey, kind of got busy. And then you face redundancy. You're like, I really don't want to work for nobody else because I've had enough of this. I've given 5 years of my life in this company, and I'm the first one out in the company. So I'm going to start my own business. So you did. And as you bring up your children, you go into a routine, kind of a comfortable, rotten routine. Didn't think about dating, don't look into it, because it's too much for you. Only focus on making sure the bills are paid, the kids are okay, you're okay. Until one day, your 6-year-old son becomes 18. And you're like, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. You no longer have a child. You got a man in your house. The conversation is kind of different. And one day he came down, Mom, I'm going to be away for the weekend. And you're thinking in your heart, and your heart is jumping with joy. Yes, I've got to spot myself. Oh, no music, no footstep. So you're like celebrating inside you, and at the same time, you're kind of, okay, son, yeah, that's fine. All right. The weekend came, that Friday came. And then he says, okay, Mom, I'm going now. You hugged him, give him a little pep talk. Make sure you don't leave your dirty underpants around for your girlfriend to pick them up. Make sure you do this. You make sure you do all those things, giving him the lowdown before he left. All right, Mom, all right. Door slam. Yes, I'm a man. Great. Grab a bottle of wine, put it next to you. Usual routine that you do in the evening after a hard day of work. Laptop on. Brilliant, celebrating, dancing. Friday night was great. I got the house to myself. Saturday came. You woke up to no music, no footsteps. You're like, what? What's going on? All right, that's great. Evening came. It was even quieter. You're thinking, what happened? What's going on? Again, bottle of wine, laptop, TV off. But this time it's different. The house is too quiet. I'm not used to this. You're not used to it. And then all of a sudden, a thought entered your head. Home Alone Mom. That's the movie. That's the movie. No, it's not me. It's not me. The voice repeat. Oh, yes. You're Home Alone Mom. You think, wow, this time your heart is beating fast. What am I going to do? What I've been doing for the last 10 years. What was I doing? All these questions you're asking, they're swimming around your head. Okay, don't panic, don't panic. Sit back. All right, let me go online dating. Pick up the laptop. And then you Google, all this website of online dating came down. They're like, oh my God, which one do I go for? Which one? What? All right, close the laptop. You're not ready for this yet. You're not in the right mind. You're not in the right frame of mind. You close the laptop. Add another glass of wine, or 2 or 3, fell asleep. And then you woke up, like, okay, Sunday. Now you got to sort your life out. All right, let me go on holiday. And on holiday, you came back. The business is doing great. Oh, all the kids are all grown up. Take another breath. I'm okay. And one day you went for a business meeting. The business meeting was fantastic, incredible. Got your sunglasses on, walk into your car. And then this amazing guy approached you. Have not been chat up for 9 years, but I can't show that I have not been chat up. Girl, pull yourself together. Kind of try to adjust yourself. Pay attention to the conversation. Okay. Cool down. Take a few more breaths. You took the card. He called you the following day. You had a conversation. Yeah. But guess what? 3 months later into the relationship, you missed all the red flags, even though they were slapping you left, right, and center. You haven't been on a date for 9 years. Things has changed. And all of a sudden you receive a message on your WhatsApp, being dumped. What? What? What's this message? You called your friend, read the message, and your friend say, you've been dumped. Have you been? Oh, I presume I've been in the dark ages because people don't talk to anybody. My friend laughed. But other than being sad and depressed, rather you have this burning question. How many women out there that are in the same situation as you? Children all grown up. Your business is incredibly successful. You are climb up the success of ladder at work in every area of your life. Okay. Rather you start questioning time and time again. And then you know what? Let me put in a book. I'm the author of A Single Mother in the Dating Game. And from that book, Love and Relationship, 21st Century, came from that. Being dumped actually changed my life to become a better person. It changed my life to start looking at myself and realize that I can no longer go on a date as usual. I need to know who I am, what do I need, and where do I want to be? Because now my children are all grown up, I'm free. But as time progresses, you've read the book, people are, people are reading your book, and they come, do you do online dating? No, I don't do online dating. Then you got a few questions being asked. You're like, you know what? Sort this out. So I took the journey, I plunged and started online dating. Met some incredible, amazing people there. Met incredible guy there, have a great relationship. We're talking, laughing. It was just amazing. But I do understand sometimes when we hit the age 40 plus, we think that's it. We've gone past it. Actually, no, you have not gone past it. It's actually the beginning of your life. That's when you should enjoy yourself. But before you start that journey, start working on yourself. Key number one that I want to give you. I know we're very, very fearful about online dating because all the things we heard about. But actually, no. If you know what you need to do, it's quite simple, it's quite easy, and you'll have fun. So for me, key number one, prepare yourself. Prepare your mind, prepare your thoughts. Know who you are. It's so important. I didn't know who I was when I went on that date. And I think that's why I missed all the red flags. Respect yourself. Put boundaries. Boundaries that you yourself will not cross. Because if you do that, person, the guy who's going to come in your life, they're going to respect those boundaries because you made it very, very clear. Know your worth. Many times we do not know our worth and our value. And when we do not know our worth and value, man, the guy who's going to come to your life is going to treat you exactly that, or even the woman that's going to come into your life is going to treat you like that. Love. I know sometimes we hear the word love yourself. What does that mean? That means take time out for you. Because we cannot give love on an empty tank. Your tank of love must be filled. When your tank of love is filled, when that person comes, you'll be able to love that person for who they are. The next one, just take it easy. My question to you, would you go on a date with yourself? And if the answer is no, why not? Because you're special. You're incredible. Do you laugh at your jokes? I discovered I was funny. When I started online dating, I'm like, oh, I'm actually cracking jokes and he's laughing. Wow, that was a new discovery for me. I remember going on a bus and this, just after the COVID, and this old lady comes and sat next to me, so well dressed, was presentable. For some reason, we struck a conversation. And I made a comment, you look so lovely, where are you going? Says, I'm going so-and-so shop. We have a big special shop here. So what are you going there for? So we crack a joke. He said, I'm going to get some sexy underwears. And this woman, she's in her 80s. I'm like, underwears? And the way I said it, everybody on the bus turned and looked at us, you know. She said, why not? Well, you think because I'm 80? And so her voice went, I can't wear sexy underwears. I said, good for you, girl. He said, I go out on a date, I eat, and I go to places where I could be spoiled. And as she got off the bus, I said, don't forget to get the red one for Valentine's. And she laughed. That is a woman who knows who she is. She's in her 80s and she's going out there on dates. And we need to do that. As entrepreneurs, sometimes we just need to say, hey, laptop down, I'm going down. I'm going out, I'm going to spoil myself, and I'm going to pamper myself. I only started to learn that after my sons left. I do understand if you've got children or grandchildren, can be very difficult. But make that time to connect with yourself. My third point is, when you prepare yourself and ready, there are some questions that you need to ask yourself. Truly, am I ready to date? And this has nothing to do with online dating, but just overall. And I remember when I sat there, I couldn't answer those questions. Am I ready to date? Well, what's that? Then I realized I wasn't. So I realized I needed to take time out to work on myself. And that's a very important question to ask. When you can answer that question, then you are ready. Next thing you need to think of before you start, why do I need a partner in my life? What is the reason? Make that very clear and have that understanding. And this is so important. Date for a purpose, for a reason. And make sure that God is the center of that journey of you finding your love. Because he will direct you, he will order your footsteps, and he will give you that guts feeling, oh, this one is not the right one, or this one is the right one. So for me, online dating, you're going to find yourself, you're going to discover yourself, and that is for anybody who can go and date. So I want to leave this with you. You want to know about it? I'm here to support you, to encourage you. Thank you so much. My name is Margaret Thorli. Thank you.
Wowzer. Okay, so let me tell you a few things that I got from there. Number one, I looked at everyone on the screen today, and we're almost half and half. Have a significant partner in our life versus not having a significant person in our lives, okay? And that's amazing that we're almost half and half. So there's a few points that I picked up in Margaret's conversation that was, if I was single, what to look for and how to choose and how to be ready. But then I also, since I have been married for so long, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, maybe I need to reevaluate and make some things stronger in my life, even though I'm not single. The next thing I listened to and absorbed and thinking, when you girls speak, I'm listening and I'm thinking inside and outside my box, okay? My box is this big, but I'm looking at it this way. How can I use what Margaret was talking about personally in my life, but also business in my life? And I want you to think about a few things that she said. Who I am. Who am I? What am I looking for? You can utilize that personally and in your business. What do I want? What do I need? And then she talks about 3 principles that she was talking about. Prepare yourself. Who are you? Set boundaries. Take care of you. Number 2, she talked about, what do you think about yourself? Spoil yourself. Love yourself. Be in love with you. How can you love others or your business if you don't love yourself? And connect with yourself. Now, that's one that I am probably need a lot of work on, is connecting with who I am. You know, I'm the first one to say things about me that I don't truly love about me. I do not like my stomach area. I do not like my weight. I hate that I have to work so hard on my frizzy hair. But then I turn around and say, but man, my eyebrows look great. My makeup looks great today. I love the way my lips look. I always try to do that. But sometimes I don't. And I always see what I don't enjoy about myself. But then I have to remember, God made me. I must be perfect in his eyes. There's a reason why I have frizzy hair and not straight hair. You know, I mean, you really have to almost simplify your life by saying, this is who I am, and make the best of it. The next one, number 3, she said, are you ready? What is your purpose? And the main one, have God in your journey. Now, I think we all believe in God that's here today, but whatever your higher person is in your life, we are not here to say everyone has to love God. That's my God is mine. Your God may look like something different, but that's okay. Have that higher power in your life, in your journey. So with that said, who has questions, comments, concerns for Margaret? Kelly, come on down.
Hi, Margaret. That was fantastic. Thank you. And I have to tell you a situation about online dating. I lost my first husband I was with for 19 years together, and then we got married. My daughter was 15 when we got married. And he passed away, unfortunately, with cancer in 2003, November 2003. I was never a by myself person, never lived by myself, had this house, you know, that I'm living in. My daughter, who was 18 at the time when Rio passed, she moved out almost instantly to live with a boyfriend who's now her husband, and they have 2 kids. So it was like, what am I going to do? And I used to go to these single dances. And, you know, because I'm a bigger person, I'd come out of there with such low self-esteem because the only people that got asked to dance at these single dances were these girls that, you know, were like this big or had a rack of boobs that would knock you over. So it was brutal. I then started to do online dating. I went to this app. It was Plenty of Fish. And I put a picture of my truck as my profile picture because I didn't want people to judge me. I thought, you're going to like me for who I am, not what I look like. So I'd get these messages, send me a picture of you and we'll talk. And it's like, nope, ain't doing it. Well, Kevin, the gentleman I'm with now, we met, we went on a date, May 30th. We fight. We don't know if it was the 30th or the 31st. We kind of got to look at the calendar to figure it out. We went on a date. I said to him, do you want a picture of me before we meet? He's like, no, I know what your truck is like, looks like. You know what? We have been together, and this year in May, at the end of it, it's going to be 19 years. So I agree with you. Be ready to hold yourself, right? Like, I was not putting a picture of myself up there because you like me for who I am as a person talking to you, not by my looks. So thank you. This just brought back so many memories.
That's awesome.
Thank
Kelly.
you.
What a
Thank
story.
you.
What a story, right, Margaret?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much. It's so encouraging. Thank you. Yes, you can find love online.
Mhm.
You can.
Yeah.
You
That
can.
is awesome. That
Yeah.
is awesome. Wow. Wow. Dar, let's hear from you. Unmute, please.
Stupid mute button drives me crazy. Anyway, yeah, Kelly brought back a lot of memories for me too. Before Abby, before 19 years ago, I was in a similar boat, going to singles dances, going to one parent family dances, and you're absolutely 100% right. If you didn't have the look, you didn't get looked at. And so I remember that feeling all too well. So there's one time in particular I did something different in looking for my other half. And it was an actual dating game. And it was set up through the movie theater in the town where I lived in at the time. And I actually won the date and the prizes. So that put me back up in a happy spot. And then not much longer after that, I met Abby, and that was more than I don't know. I just knew it was it. When you meet your other half, you know. You absolutely know. And I
Absolutely.
appreciate, Margaret, your story. And it just you were also a very good narrator. So
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dar. Now, Dar, did you and Abby meet through this dating game?
No.
Okay.
The only thing the computer had to do with Abby and I meeting was telling us about a party that we both met at.
Oh,
The
perfect.
only thing. I was done looking. She was done looking. I was done being, treated like a piece of dirt and stuff like that. So Abby and I connected immediately. So the first time we actually seen each other, it was dusk. Actually, no, it was already dark. And she was in her car, I was in my car, and we only seen each other from here to here, whatever you see through a window, a car window.
Right. That's beautiful.
And the rest is just history.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Dar. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, Dr. Joy, come on down.
So, Margaret, I need to say one thing to you. Score! You knocked it out of the ballpark. You even re-energized me to even look at online dating, right? So right? Because basically it's like, okay, whatever. But there's something significant that both you and LaDonna said. I want to address both of that. You said put God first. There is nothing like spiritual guidance to move you to the right person at the right time and for the right reason. Yes. And if you just trust that, because it's not you who's setting it up. Listen, left to my own devices, I pick people that just are not good for me, right? So I don't want to do that anymore. So that has opened up. But LaDonna, I want to point to your point, is that even if you're married, keep dating your mate, right? You got to go on dates to keep the thing lively and fresh and alive. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you. Thank you for re-energizing this conversation, for opening up the door, and for everything that you do. So kudos.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. You got to go buy those red panties, right? You have to. All right. Who's going to go next? How about Tamra?
I had to check and make sure I didn't have red panties. Anyway, Margaret, thank you so much. And I am so scared that I would even be so scared to even try to online date anymore. I always have these guys hit me up in the chat or in Messenger. Oh, Tamara, let's be friends. You have such wonderful posts. Get off my Facebook. And then if they tell me they're a widow, I'm done. Don't even talk to me. So I just want you to know you did a wonderful job. And I know my if I was ever in a mood to look, or when I get in a mood to look, I might go online. We'll talk.
Thank you. Definitely. Let's talk. Thank you.
Wonderful. That is wonderful. Let's hear from Grace. Grace.
Hi, yes, I agree. Date your mate. I've been married for 38 years and 8 months. So that's important. And usually our date consists of going to the grocery store. But that's what we do. And but the other day he did take me out to a really good movie, and that was a lot of fun, that we went there. And because it's when you do that, you're spending time with your loved one, your spouse, and also therefore you have something in common that you can talk about. Wasn't that a great movie? And this happened, that happened. It's really good. And yes, you do have to love yourself. And the red panties make you feel more, like more attractive. And your makeup, if you put makeup on and all that, just make yourself feel better. But I think what I think is the way I dated was going to church. And but that's not the way I actually found my husband. I went to church, I went to Bible college, and at Bible college, I didn't meet my husband there either. But I did an internship for the Bible college, and I went to a Christian children's camp, and there he was as a counselor. And we just started talking, and we started playing backgammon together, and we talked some more, and we just realized that we liked each other, and we just spent that summer together, just short times, because mostly we were dealing with the children. So we only had about an hour each evening to talk to one another. And but at the end of the summer, we're wondering, like, okay, are we going to forget about this relationship, or are we going to continue? And when I had no place to live, he said, well, my mom has a 2-bedroom condominium, and I'm going to live with my dad because they're split. So I said, hey, that sounds great. And so that's what we did. And then, we visited about once a week. And now we're married for so long. But the thing is, we did put God as the center of our lives. And when it was possible, we went to church together, and and all that. So
that's awesome, Grace. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what we do. We go to church together, and we have this in our lives, that everything we do is centered around God. And Madonna, LaDonna, you were saying about the oils, and I like them because there are oils in the Bible, and so we can relate to that. And I like the coffee because it contains a natural something that God grows, that's what it contains to add to the coffee beans. And everything I do, I make sure to make God the center of my life and of everything. And I think that if you are looking for a spouse, that's what you need to look for in him, is that he has God as the center of his life, and he can be the biblical leader of your house, and that is how you can respect him, and you need to respect him for the way he lives his life.
That's awesome, Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right on, Grace. Abby, let's hear from you.
Wow. Dar basically said it. I had given up on dating. My first relationship failed miserably. And it was so discouraging. And so I was just looking at going out to have some fun, go do activities that I would enjoy. And then that day we met, just like Dar said, we just saw our heads and it was instant connection. It was an overnight party. Some people didn't stay overnight, some people did. The party went into the next day. We went to breakfast with the group that remained, and we went back us for lunch and supper, and we closed the restaurant. And we've
What
been
better
together ever
way,
since.
right? What better way? And you're still eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner together every day.
Yeah.
Dr. Pat, are you available to come on and any questions or concerns or talk for Margaret?
Hello.
Yeah.
Just say congratulations to Margaret, because when I set off started the journey with her, we had to come up with that topic. When she mentioned that she did that, I'm like, that's trending and it's a great topic. And the challenge was to find our target market. So it was definitely a challenge for me to take that leap. And I just saw it. And I want to let her know she did an awesome job, always do an awesome job presenting her message. And she's an expert in her field. And that I'm floored because of the people that have taken an interest in how we was able to shape that so that it would still fit all of us to still speak about our passion, because everybody has been on a relationship journey of some kind, whether it's with their business or whatever. And that's basically overall, and those who are interested in online dating, some people don't want you to know that they're interested in that. Some people are very bold about it, but again, it goes back to marketing our target. And what's funny, I'm gonna share this a little bit. What's funny is I'm sure you all have heard the saying that says, what we focus on expands. So by me working with her on this online journey, it's like I'm in TikTok. I'm now even on LinkedIn. I mean, even in LinkedIn, I got these men just coming out of the woodworks. And it's funny, it just tickles me, I'm not interested at all, because it's just like, I think was it Grace? Somebody just said it earlier. Oh, I was Tamara. Say when they tell them they're a widow, she's done. So yeah, but it's funny, but we do have to be careful. And that's what she's going to share at the event, some of the things that we need to look out for, the pros and cons, because in reality, it is everywhere. Online dating is huge. Every time you open a computer, an app pops up or something on YouTube or somewhere. Again, so the bottom line is it's real, and it's an option for any and everybody that chooses to. So I'm really glad, Margaret, that you are addressing that topic, and I can only see it. You see it growing, and because it's a topic that people do want to know more about. So I'm grateful for that, and congratulations to your message.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rogers. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Margaret and I was talking the other day, and her story and my oldest daughter's story is very, very similar. Margaret has sons. My daughter has sons, single moms. And when you were telling your story about your son becoming a man living in your house, my daughter cracks me up. My Misty will say, Mom, I live in my house with two grown ass men. They're 16 and 18. And she will say, they have more hair product than what I've had in my lifetime. Because they are grown men. They're no longer boys. And, but I thank the Lord every day. They still live at home. The 18-year-old lives at home and has no thoughts of moving out anytime soon. And we tell him, stay with mom as long as you can. It's too expensive to live out on your own in this world today. Figure out what you're going to do with your life. Make sure the woman you're with now is the woman of your dreams. Treat her well. She will treat you well. If she's not, don't break her heart. Because he is a man. And men sometimes forget women are a little different. Our hearts are made a little different. But they love themselves. That's why I was telling you the story. My grandsons love themselves. They have the hair products. They take care of themselves every day. And we have to remember to do the same. Anita, let's hear from you, please.
Margaret, that was great. Storytelling is very effective, and you did it well because it leads people right into the points you want to make. And I thought you did an excellent job on that. So kudos. I'm with Tamara. Well, at this point in my life, I'm not quite ready for a relationship. I have a lot going on with a child, grown, but with a very nasty autoimmune condition. So that's taking my time right now. But I think a lot of it has to do with self-love. So Margaret, your point is you have to know yourself. You have to pamper yourself. You have to, because if the bucket's empty, you can't give it to anybody else. And I think for women especially, from little, it's society taught to judge ourselves among other women, like who has the bigger boobs, who's got the flat stomach, and it makes us doubt ourselves. It makes us focus on other things. And just, it's later in life when we realize that we really need to pour the love back in. And we should teach our little girls that.
Absolutely. So. Absolutely, Anita. Absolutely. Heather, do you have anything to add to this conversation today?
Margaret, you did fantastic. I actually had a conversation with her last week and just fell in love with her. As you see people online talking and stuff, but we actually had the chance to really connect. And I love the fact that she could take her relationships and bring me back to next year. I'll be celebrating 30 years of marriage. So for me, it was just like bringing me back to what was it like when I was first married and found out I had MS, and then 4 children later, and on it goes. You still have to remember the relationship between someone else. But what you were saying with connecting with yourself, that's huge. I've been working on that the last month. And it really is important, because if you don't know who you are and set your boundaries, where are you going to go?
Absolutely, Heather. Absolutely. And you know what? We have to look at knowing ourselves very often. It's not a one lifetime thing. It's very often. Nadia, do you have anything to add to this today?
Well, I want to just tell you, Margaret, it was very wonderful that what you taught us today. And you said you need to be ready. Yeah, exactly. I still, after 5 years that I lost my husband to cancer, I still have his phone number in my phone. So I think you have to be ready. I think when actually I will delete his number from my phone, it's time for me to look.
And you know what,
Thank you.
Nadia, you will know when it's time. I think.
Mhm.
I've never had to go through anything like that. I can't imagine. This is what I tell people. I can't imagine every day I want to stab my husband in the nose with a spoon for some reason or another. You know, it could be a little thing or a medium thing. It's never too large, but it's just our silliness, right? But this is the thing. There's never a morning that I want to roll over and that man not be there because he's been there for almost 41 years of marriage and 3 years of dating. And God sent him to me when I needed him most. We were only 15. I mean, that's the only way I can explain it. It was when I needed him most. So I say, see, I think everyone has went now except for Angela. Is that correct? Okay. So I saved Angela because she is our mistress, Angela, your intimacy guru. So I knew she would have something to add to this and the red panty story. I knew it. So let's hear from Angela real quick before we wrap up.
Margaret, you know, I love listening to you and talking to you, and I appreciate what you brought today about the love and relationships and being ready, because I agree with you 100%. And the red penny story, quick thing, my mother is in her late 70s, and recently I was doing a photo shoot for a client, a boudoir shoot, and my mother said, I want to do a boudoir shoot. I want to wear red panties and a bra. And I was like, what? But okay, so it's a movement with everybody everywhere, and I love it. So the red penny story is here to stay. You know, I love you.
This is awesome. This is awesome. I want to leave you with remember to always have your guidance in your journey. Have the guidance in your journey, whatever your journey may be. I, from a standpoint in my life, watching my daughter being in a relationship with a guy that was more in love with heroin than anything else in his life. My daughter didn't have just one child with him, but two, because she just really thought that she could make this relationship work. And then she went many, many years without a companion. And then she did do the online dating a couple of times and tried it out. And she, even now at 38, she is like, this is what she says, Mom, it's not easy to date today. They don't make men like daddy anymore. And what she means by that is that can be responsible. She tells me, I've raised 2 men. I'm still a mom, so that means I'm still raising them. I know that because you and Dad are still raising me and my sister, and we are in our mid-30s. A mommy's job, a daddy's job, a parent's job is never done, right? But she says, I don't want to raise another child. I want a person and that can stand on their own 2 feet like I do. And I'm telling you this story because we all need to stand on our own 2 feet. We all need to respect ourselves, which Margaret talked about, and the other person. I respect my husband each and every day. I respect my daughters. I respect my grandchildren. I respect my son-in-law. And you have to do that to really, truly love one another. I really believe that. But keeping my God in the center of all of it. I mean, and you don't have to beat the doors down at church every time they open, go every Wednesday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night. That's not what I'm saying. Just have your leader there in your minds, in your path, in your journey. I hope each and every one of you learned something about not just dating. I knew this was going to be a powerful conversation because take it in with yourself. What do you think about yourself and self-development, and use it for your business? Use it for your business as well. With that said, a couple of times in the chat, I put a picture of our screenshot. Please take that screenshot, take it to your social media, talk about Margaret, talk about how well she did, what you learned today. What was your number one thing you took away for today? Or the top 3 things, whatever you want to say. And then go over to our Facebook group and do the very same. Please use our Facebook group more often. Post it there about your event planning. Post about your relationships. Post about what's coming up. Margaret has an event coming up. I have an event coming up. Tamara has an event coming up. Abby has an event tonight. Angela, I don't know if you have one, but post it if you do, or post just about what you do. Okay. Heather, post about an event or what you do. Dr. Joy, talk about our guest coming up, Johan, in a few weeks. Whatever you want to talk about, Anita, please go to the Facebook group and put in there about what you do, how you're going to help others. With that said, I hope that I will see each and every one of you again next week. We have a couple events coming up. Watch for your email to come out tomorrow with all your links. And I will see you guys next week, if not before. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everyone save the chat.